So we start with next generation firewall. Okay, so the next generation firewall filters the traffic based on source and destination IP address. So this point we have already discussed that it will check for source and destination IP address and the port number and will filter the traffic. It's the basic criteria for the firewall. The second point we're going to add here is TCP and UDP port. So basically the TCP and UDP ports helps us out to filter the traffic based on the port, that if we don't want to allow port number 80, which is HTTP, so we'll just filter the ports. Okay, well-known ports. Okay, I'll add here as well-known ports. Okay, the third thing I want to add here is stateful inspection. So it will check for stateful inspection. The stateful inspection helps us out to check the active connections, that what all active connection from our inside network is, and by the help of that we can take a decision that which one to discard and which one to allow. Okay, fourth point I want to add here under next generation firewall is application layer flow. Okay, so the application layer, it helps us out with by filter TCP and UDP ports. Okay, so we filter the application based on the ports. Okay, with the help of the ports we can take decision that which application we want to allow, um, which should be allowed by our client, or we can say inside our network to access those. Okay, so we can make a filtration of our application as using the ports as well. Okay, then I want to add here the point is under next generation firewall we have high availability. Okay, so the high availability comes as in load balancing also. Okay, to balance the traffic. Okay, sometimes it helps us out in terms of having a dual power also. Okay, dual power supply. So under next generation firewall you will find dual power supply. So if your primary goes down, then secondary comes into picture and the firewall box start working out. Okay, the another thing I want to add here under high availability is management ports. So you can see on your firewall box as in you have two management ports. Okay, which will help you out, and two high availability ports. Okay, so I'll add here as two management ports and two high availability ports, which will help you out in during your we can say in your disaster recovery. Okay, in that phase. Then your next generation firewall box helps you monitor from layer 2 to layer 7. Okay, so from data link layer to application layer, it helps you out to monitor everything, because under payload you will get all the information from those layers, which could be help you out to filter everything or to identify your inside user, and you can take decision out of it. Okay, I also want to add one thing here is that you can also sync your users, your active directory with firewall. So there is an option that you have your Windows server where you have all the clients, and you are maintaining your active directory, so you can also sync with AD. So this helps you out to identify the application which is used by your users inside your network. Okay, so this is also the benefit of next generation firewall. So these are all the positive benefits of, you can see there are IPS, then your antivirus. So there under security policy of your firewall you have all those features, URL filtering. So let's dive into the the PPT that I have created. So here, this is the information I have added. If you want to read it out, you will get the clarity out of it. So I'll just read the basic of it, that the next generation firewall allows deep inspection, application control, intrusion prevention, URL filtering. So these are all the features: antivirus, anti-malware, data leak prevention, which is added to secure our complete environment. Okay, then the second point is where we mentioned about URL filtering. So we already discussed about how URL filtering works, as in it will first filter the traffic, that whether the website which is harmful or which is marked as dangerous. So fortinet does not allow us to visit to that website. It showed that you know it gives up the pop-up also if it's marked as harmful to access. Okay, the third point is comprehensive network visibility. So you can see here that it allows monitor our network from threat across the user, host, network and devices. So it will monitor the user as well, the host, the networks and the devices. So it will monitor all of our network to provide the security. Okay, the third point is flexible management. So the next generation firewall also helps us out to deploy, because there are multiple types of firewall allowed, as in it depends on your organization sizes and how you want to secure your network, right? So it all depends on it. So while you are uh, in contact with your vendor, you should inform them your complete scenario of your organization and your needs and your architecture, so that they'll take the decision that which particular firewall is feasible for your organizations. Okay, the fastest time of detection. Okay, so it will detect the threats in seconds. So there are 0-day attacks, then ZTNA, which are all the new features we'll see in the later videos. So here it is written as the detect the presence of the successful breach within hours and minutes. It will check. Okay, prioritize alerts. So it will alert us if they found anything inside our network, so that immediate action will be taken by us. Okay, then here is the point where I discussed that which firewall features you need to review before you're buying it. Okay, so the first thing I have added is the architecture. So as we discussed already, that while you're in contact with your vendor, there should be a proper conversation about your requirement, about your clients, about your connections, what exactly you need. Okay, so here I mentioned the sessions, that how many sessions you want your firewall to be support. It based on your number of users inside your organization and your clients as well. Okay, the VPN session. So there must be a VPN tunnel between the organizer, site to site VPN, IPsec VPN, which you have learned in the basic learning of the firewall. Okay, if you haven't, so then we'll also have a look into it. Okay, it so while we are while we are buying the firewall, we need to check the VPN sessions as well, the policies. So we must check about how many policy we required, because as I told you about the basic policy that we want to allow inside network to outside network, there is a policy, right? Obviously it's bi-directional, but we have to mention policy. So it depends how much policy you required for your organization. Okay, the management. So the management of your firewall is GUI based or CLI based or web access. It's all depend on you, that what you need for your organization. Okay, I also mentioned here, do you need to manage your firewall using SSH, Telnet or SNMP? It's all up to you. Telnet is not secure, so this is just the basic I wrote, but SSH, SNMP is okay. Then high availability, we discussed it before, that to load balance the failover as per the requirement we need. So I gave you the example of one firewall which is 900D, which supports 11 million of concurrent sessions. So the TCP sessions which up to 11 million is supported by the 900D. Then SSL VPN session, it allows 10,000 plus maximum SSL VPN users can access using the tunnel, and they'll have a secure communication. The policies which is supported by the 900D is 10,000 plus policies supported. then it also support high availability configuration, active passive in the clustering. So you will take into this that how active and how active passive is configured inside the firewall to maintain the high availability. If primary went down, the passive works which become active, and none of your work will going to stop in your organization. So this is all we are done with our next generation firewall. Now in this next video we're going to start with our lab functioning. So first we'll start with the basic configuration of our firewall and all. We'll also going to discuss that as well. Please watch this video till the end, and please continue my course so that by the end of the course you can able to see the firewall working, and the functionalities and the labs as well. Okay, so I would like to thank you all for watching this video, and yeah, have a nice day.